World War II defined us as a nation. In May of 2004, we celebrated the veterans of this war with the dedication of a National World War II memorial in Washington, D.C. Honor Flight is a nonprofit organization whose sole purpose is to fly veterans to visit the memorial dedicated in their honor. Honor Flight has flown nearly 20,000 veterans to the memorial and has a waiting list of over 7,000. It is to these brave Americans to whom we owe a debt of gratitude. But our time to say thank you is running out. Honor Flight is our way of paying tribute to those who gave so much. To make a tax-free donation, please call the number on this screen or visit honorflight.org. Please join me in supporting our World War II veterans and Honor Flight. Thanks.
I'm glad to see that they're finally recognizing the massive effort that this country did in World War II. I feel like it's my last hurrah. I'm glad I came.
I wouldn't miss this for anything. This is awesome. It's all about us from World War II, and everyone was involved. This is a great thing that they've done. It's a beautiful place. I get chills. It's just so beautiful.
I think it's wonderful.
It's just
Something.
Looking at it in person is more than the pictures portray. And it's wonderful to see people thanking him for what he did, because they did a lot. It really is incredible, and this is a long time coming.
If you could stand here and see this site, it's one of the most amazing sights that I have ever seen in our nation's capital. And all I can think of is, God bless America. On behalf of the American Battle Monuments Commission, the executive agency authorized by the Congress to establish a National World War II memorial here in the nation's capital, it's my honor, my deepest honor, to welcome you all here for today's dedication.
We gather to pay tribute to sacrifice and valor, to common cause and compassion, to triumph and determination. Your lives have led the way in war and peace. We are honored and obligated to honor you with our lives by fulfilling our duty, the duty to carry on your noble mission. I salute each and every one of you.
Had this memorial been erected at war's end, the surviving participants of the Second World War would have long ago gathered here to remember those lost in the conflagration. But as we now live in the third millennium, time demands that more than the fallen be remembered in this place of national honor. The first stanza of the Star-Spangled Banner asks not merely about our flag, but about ourselves, as demonstrated by the sacrifices made by those alive in 1941 and by those who never saw 1946. You, our extended national family, declared by your actions that yes, our flag still flies. We do come from a land of the free, and America is a home of the brave. Thank you.
We lost a lot of fellas, a lot of young men. So I think it's time that they pay homage to them.
Thank you.
What we dedicate today is not a memorial to war. Rather, is a tribute to the physical and moral courage that makes heroes out of farm and city boys, that inspires Americans in every generation to lay down their lives for people they will never meet, for ideals that make life itself worth living. This is also a memorial to the American people, who in the crucible of war forged a unity that became our ultimate weapon. Just as we pulled together in the course of a common threat 60 years ago, so today's Americans united to build this memorial. Certainly the heroes represented by the 4,000 gold stars on the Freedom Wall need no monument to commemorate their sacrifice. They are known to God and to their fellow soldiers who will mourn their passing until the day of our own. In their names, we dedicate this place of meditation, and it is in their memory that I ask you to stand, if possible, and join me in a moment of silent tribute to remind us all that at some time in our life, we have or may be called upon to make a sacrifice for our country to preserve liberty and freedom. God bless America.
I remember the soldiers that didn't make it. I feel for them. I just wish that they're in the hands of God, and America and the world can thank them for what they done.
Sir, were you with the 29th Division, sir?
I landed with them, yes.
My father's with the 29th.
He really?
Yeah.
God bless the 29th Division.
It was a good outfit.
I'm sorry, sir.
No, that's all right, sir. Would you sign this for me so I can put it in a frame and thank God for guys like you and your soldiers?
Ladies and gentlemen, the President of the United States, our Commander-in-Chief, George W. Bush.
Thank you all very much. Here in the company of the generation that won the war, I proudly accept the World War II Memorial on behalf of the people of the United States of America. The years of World War II were a hard, heroic, and gallant time in the life of our country. When it mattered most, an entire generation of Americans showed the finest qualities of our nation and of humanity. At this place, at this memorial, we acknowledge a debt of long standing to an entire generation of Americans. They saved our country and thereby saved the liberty of mankind. And now I ask every man and woman who saw and lived World War II, every member of that generation, to please rise as you are able and receive the thanks of our great nation. May God bless you.
God bless America. love from the mountains to the prairies to the ocean. I will go.
Is a non-profit organization whose sole purpose is to fly veterans to visit the memorial dedicated in their honor. Honor Flight has flown nearly 20,000 veterans to the memorial and has a waiting list of over 7,000. It is these brave Americans to whom we owe a debt of gratitude. But our time to say thank you is running out. Honor Flight is our way of paying tribute to those who gave so much. To make a tax-free donation, please call the number on the screen or visit honorflight.org. Please join me in supporting our World War II veterans and Honor Flight.